question is, today, what are the enforcement measures adopted in the US by the authorities in relation to big tech companies such as Facebook and Google?
So, of course, there is a couple of different perspectives on this, but the Federal Trade Commission that is in charge of regulating deceptive consumer practices has brought a lot of privacy actions against companies, including Google, etc. So there are laws that exist where they're largely contractual. So you say in your terms of agreement, you're going to do something, and then you do something else. You say, I will not share this information with some third party or so on and so forth, but then you go ahead and do it. Then those kinds of violations have always been enforced by the FTC. Now, the argument that is made is not that these actions don't exist. The arguments, the criticisms of them are twofold. One is they don't do anything except in the really egregious cases. So there's a lot of violations that are not enforced. In other words, the policing is poor. And number two, they say the extent of the fines are not large. Basically, it's not like hundreds of millions of dollars are fined. That's not the case. So the benefit that the companies get from your data far exceeds the cost due to the fines. So the environment is such that you can actually continue to process people's PII. And if you get caught, you still benefited from using people's PII without telling them or without properly obtaining their consent and so on. So those are the sort of the criticisms. But I think your question is essentially assuming that that is the case, and you're right.